guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So I thought I would end the first month of 2019 by doing a Q&A. I wasn't sure if I was going to do one this year because I more or less get more of the same questions every time, but hey, I got a lot of questions. Some of them are similar, but I screenshotted everything and I'm just gonna go through them. Not all of them, because like I said, most of them are similar, but yeah. So I had asked this on my Instagram. I did a question thing on Instagram, and I asked you guys to send in questions that you have, and so here we go. The first one is from my friend. Do you love me? Yes, I love you. I'm just gonna keep them anonymous, just because I also didn't ask you if you're okay with me saying your name. So okay, did you study makeup, and for how long? I did not study makeup. I am just a makeup enthusiast. I love beauty, I love shopping for makeup, I like watching videos. So that's just what sort of piqued my interest into YouTube and blogging and stuff like that. So I didn't study makeup. When did you meet your boyfriend, and how do you keep your relationship so private? I met him 4 years ago, so we have been together for 4 years now. And I don't know, it's just a decision that I made. I've never really been one to, even back before Instagram was there and it was just Facebook and making your relationships public on Facebook, even though I wasn't like a public figure or a blogger or anything like that. I just wouldn't I wouldn't say Cynthia is in a relationship with. I never adopted this culture of sort of just like putting your relationship out there, partly because of my upbringing. I have strict parents, and I just didn't always feel like I should post about my boyfriend. Like, it was a secret. Like, having a boyfriend was a secret. So so that's just how I've been. That's just always been my MO in terms of that. And yeah, now obviously, especially now that a few people know me, I'm just like, I need to keep this extra private. And I don't do it like consciously. I've never done it, so I'm not gonna start now, basically. Boyfriend tag. Nah. We'll do a husband tag, but when we're married, we'll do a husband tag, not a boyfriend tag. Advice to small YouTubers. I get this question a lot, and my answer is always the same. Just keep hustling, stay consistent, and constantly try to improve what you're doing. Try and learn new things. Be open to advice. Be open to trying new things. If you know, if you see a gap in something where you can be different in that way. You know, and just be consistent and just keep at it. Don't lose hope because it's taking a long time for you to get traction or get brand deals or whatever it is that you're looking for. Just keep at it, be authentic, be genuine, and just keep up the hustle. Just keep it going. What's your favorite fragrance at the moment? Jo Malone, Honeysuckle and Divana. I'm almost finished it. It is my most favorite scent. I had gone into the Jo Malone store to purchase a fragrance. Like, I had never purchased a Jo Malone fragrance before. I've been sent like one or two, or yeah, I've had the ones that I hadn't been my purchases. I had been given them as gifts. So I really wanted to just go in store and actually buy into the brand and find a fragrance. And so I already went in there with my eyes set on pomegranate noir. Oh, my phone is ringing. Yeah, so I went in there looking for pomegranate noir, and then the lady told me, the SA told me that there is a new fragrance called Honeysuckle and Divana. Why don't you try it out? I tried it out and I almost died. It was stunning, and I haven't been able to change it. Like, it's such a stunning fragrance. It smells like money. If you guys watch my fragrance video that I did towards the end of last year, I took all my favorite fragrances, and that one, I'm just like, if you want to smell rich, if you want to smell like money, is Honeysuckle and Divana, darlings. Do you still love writing and do it often? Like, writing is a love-hate relationship with writing for me at the moment. Like, I obviously love it and it's my first passion. I wanted to be editor-in-chief of some magazine. That is my lifelong goal. I wanted to be a beauty editor. That is what my internship was centered around, and it's only that I only started looking into social media and stuff like that when I towards the end of my job, and that's what I ended up doing with my YouTube and stuff like that. I still love it, and I still do love researching story ideas, researching articles, and just basically trend spotting, trend analysis. And I don't know, my blog makes me sad because people just aren't interested in written content anymore. It's more the day and age that we're in now. It's so progressive, it's so fast. People want fast news quickly, and they want visual news. So it has to be a picture, it has to be a 1-minute video, it's just quick consumption of media, and reading an article just takes too much time. I mean, there are a few select people who still whip up a Kindle and read a book. We've gone from reading books to reading Kindles, and then sometimes still reading a Kindle. We only do that on a long haul flight. I don't know, I'll sort out something with my blog, with my writing and stuff. But yeah, which hair salon in Cape Town would you recommend that braids nicely and uses Leidine? Oh dear. See, hair salons in Cape Town I also just have a love-hate relationship with. I have one girl who does my hair, and I just follow her wherever she goes. If she's at one salon, I'm there. If she is at another salon, I'm there. So right now she's renting space at this one place in the other part of... Who is at the door? Let me check the cameras. Oh, so recommending a salon. Gosh, I'm not sure. I don't know if I like Cape Town salons. I haven't found one that I really love. There's one I have on my radar that I do want to try, so until I try that one, I'll let you guys know. But I don't know what products they use either. Sorry, I need to just make sure my hair is doing what it's supposed to. Okay, name 3 people, dead or alive, that you'd want to sit and enjoy dinner with. Oprah. I had a dream about Oprah this week. She was in my dream. I don't know if that means anything. And then I saw her the next day. I saw her the next day on my Instagram. It was her birthday this week as well. So I was like, I dreamed about Oprah this week, so I'll put Oprah there. Michelle Obama. I just think she has so much grace and poise and knowledge. And my mom. Yeah, those 3. I love to have those 3 women in a room with me, and I just know what makes them tick. I know my mom more, obviously, but I'd like to have those 3 women in one room and just know and just solidify the examples that I really want to have in my life. Yeah. What presets do you use to edit your pics? Your feed is goals. So this is a question I'm getting a lot of lately, and I did do a how I edit my Instagram video, I think 2 years back or over a year ago. So I did respond to somebody in my Instagram comments, and I said that I am currently trying to figure out, I'm playing with a few apps right now because I didn't like the way my feed was looking, but I will tell you what I have been using until now recently. So nothing much has changed. If you watched my previous video, I first began by editing my pictures. First I take my pictures on my phone, okay, it's an iPhone 8 Plus. And then I have Facetune, and Facetune is to smooth out skin, whiten the eyes of the balls of my eyes, or whiten like the background if it's like too like cream or like an off-white color. And then I export that and I'll go into Pick Tap Go, which is what I use to just either deepen a contrast or bring up the colors a bit more, make it a bit more vibrant and stuff. These 2 apps, there's really a difference between those 2 apps and the original picture. It'll just maybe look a bit more crisp and clear. And then my final step is to use Lightroom, which is I had once downloaded presets, but now I just toggle and change things on my own. So I don't really use a preset anymore. I just copy and paste and edit that I make on, like, let's say in my album I have, in my Lightroom album I have selfies, I have food shots, I have interior shots like of a place, I have outfit shots, or I have shots of like greenery or plants, and I just copy those edits according to the picture that I'm currently editing, and I'll change a few things and stuff like that. But for now, I don't have a set preset. I do things myself. Like, I can't say I have one set preset anymore like I did before. I literally chop and change things myself, and that took some time to learn, and I didn't practice that intentionally. I found myself doing that already with the presets that I had downloaded, that had been already set and downloaded. And so I just found myself changing stuff around, and I was like, oh, maybe I don't need these presets anymore. And then for some reason the presets weren't available anymore on my app, so I literally had to learn it by myself. So until I figure that out, guys, then I'll do something. Maybe I should create presets and sell them. I don't know. How many helix piercings do you have? I just have the 2. I have 2 up here. I've had them for like 3 years now, I think. And then I have a second hole and the initial hole on each ear. Where is your family from? What is your mother tongue? Do you speak any African languages? So we are Zimbabwean. I was born in Zimbabwe. I moved here when we all moved here in 1996, and I think I was like 5 years old. So that's when we moved here, and we've been in Cape Town ever since. So our mother tongue is Ndebele because we are from Bulawayo. I was born in Harare, but we are Ndebele, and so my mother tongue is Ndebele. However, I am not fluent, and I'm sorry, I'm just not. My parents raised me, my brother, speaking English, pure English. So I'm called Coconut, I'm called Oreo, I've been called all the names in the book growing up, going to school, whatever. So it's all good. I'm not linguistically gifted. I cannot learn a new language at my age. I have tried. Obviously, I speak it here and there. You know, if I'm seeing like my grandmother or like, you know, an aunt or something from back home, I need to be able to do the very basic sort of just like communications and understand, but like my pronunciations and my accent are really off base, so I'll just try not to speak it and stuff. How did you end up working with the first brand you worked with? I was approached. I think my first client was Lux, and I was approached to do a blog post for them. Like I've said this 100 times before, I've been very fortunate to be in a position where I rarely approach clients. I'm in a position where a lot of the time clients have approached me, but there have been 1 or 2 occasions where I've pitched and stuff to brands. And if that's something that you do want to do, if that's where your question is coming from, is how do I work with a brand and no one has approached me yet, I would suggest that you pitch to them by sending them a quick bio about yourself, letting them know who you are, links to your socials, links to your platforms and stuff, which is basically introducing yourself and telling them what you can provide for them and seeing if they bite the bait. Would you accept an invitation to the launch of my clothing line if I invited you? Yes, I would, provided my schedule is a bit free and I have the time to do that. How do you stay consistent in an oversaturated market? I don't know if the market is saturated, especially in South Africa. However, because this is really, sometimes it doesn't feel like a job to me because it's what I love. Like, I love makeup, I like shopping, I like hair, I like trying new things. So it's just my overall passion. If I wasn't passionate about beauty, I probably would have quit a long time ago. But I just like filming, and I even find editing somewhat relaxing, and also you guys as well. I have built this following, and you have to respect your following as an influencer. I think you want people to subscribe, you want people to buy into your brand and listen to your voice and take your voice as, you know, the authority in that space. So you have to respect your audience, and that's also part and parcel as to why I feel it's imperative I remain consistent, is that you guys deserve, my audience deserves consistency and good quality content. Like, you can't take that for granted, you know what I'm saying? So that's also the reason how I stay consistent as well. It's not just about me and whether or not I'm in the mood. Yes, there are days when I'm just like, oh my god, I cannot bring myself to film a video, I cannot bring myself to put makeup on my face. But you know, you hit those plateaus, and yes, give yourself time to pick yourself up and rest or whatever it is that you need, but understand that people need to understand that there's a responsibility with this position that you put yourself in. Okay, how do you deal with putting out consistent content even when you feel demotivated? That's the same answer. Like, just give yourself time. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, because it's very easy to work yourself to death and you end up being depressed and to a point where you don't want to do anything for 2 months, and that's even more detrimental. So the minute you just feel like, okay, I just need a breather, take a breather. If it's for a day, 2 days, take a breather, take a day off in the week. That's what I do for myself, and I tend to only work Monday to Thursday because that's just me. Even in uni, when I was in uni, I didn't have lectures on a Friday. I always managed to keep Fridays clear because I love my weekends. I like R&R and I like things. I like to have fun. So I just never had lectures on a Thursday, and working for myself now, I can dictate my schedule, and I don't want to work on a Friday apart from responding to emails in the morning, or throughout the day I can respond to emails. But as for me sitting in front of my computer actually doing work, that's a no. So I just always make sure that I have this deep breath, that I have time to just pull myself together and we get cracking again. Also, you want to make money. Okay, this is my full-time gig and I'm not here for shits and giggles most of the time. It's my livelihood, and I'm trying to, you know, set up my life and, you know, buy a house and, you know, God willing, get married. So, you know, things have to work together. You have to be working towards a purpose. You have to have a purpose. You have to have a goal, and with my goals in my mind, I have to be working towards that. I can't just, it's not just shits and giggles. Sis, love you. Can I have makeup brushes you don't use? I'm obsessed with you. First of all, never share makeup brushes with anyone. I will not give used makeup brushes to anybody. I don't have enough makeup brushes as it is. I feel like I need like 2 more full professional sets of brushes, because I hate having to wash my brushes every single week, sometimes twice a week. If I had more brushes, I wouldn't have to do that. I could chop and change and wash them once a week. But yeah, if I had extra, I would. When did you consciously get started with your personal brand influence? Consciously, I started when I obviously quit my full-time job. I quit with the knowledge that I have to be very aware and very conscious of what I'm doing, what I'm putting out there, and the content I'm producing and stuff. So I would say when I quit about 2 years ago now, that's when I started to actually be really focused and keyed into what I was creating. Have you thought of doing a meet and greet, especially when you come down to Joburg? I have done meet and greets in Joburg. I have done meet and greets in Cape Town, and they don't have really good attendance. I just don't know why. So it's odd that I get questions about, Liz, can I do this, a meet and greet here, there, and when I do it, like, people don't pitch up. And I have done marketing for it. I have told you guys about it in advance, and no one comes. Like, people come, but not a lot, not the amount of requests that I have for one, versus, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be full house, gonna be packed, and like, people who requested to do this meet and greet aren't there. So I don't know, I'm gonna chill with those for a bit, because I did do a couple last year. And yeah, what equipment do you really need for great quality videos? I would say a good camera and editing software. I think that's just what you need, and lighting. So for the majority, even today, I'm filming in front of this big window and I'm using natural light. So if you have a good spot in your house which has natural light, use that. A good camera, I believe, is an entry level, like Canon DSLR. You can go for a Canon, what are they called? A Canon 1000D or 750D. Or you can even use a G7X for vlogging or for doing this stuff. The quality is still quite good. Editing software would be iMovie or Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro is very expensive, but there are bootleg versions on the internet, so just have a look around there. iMovie on a MacBook. So you just invest in a good computer and a good camera, and then I think you'll be set. And then everything else you learn about plugins and text and lighting and stuff, you'll learn along the way. First of all, I love you. When are you going to film an updated background aesthetic video of your film area? An updated background? Do you mean when I have the sheets, like the color backgrounds? I'm liking this actually. For now, the backgrounds with the solid colors, I think I like those for Instagram. I don't know how I feel about them for my YouTube channel. I just feel I like this lifestyle setting. It's like we're in our lounge, in my lounge, like having a conversation. There's something very production-y about having a solid backdrop in the back. So I want to reserve that for Instagram for now. Why don't you ever do a collab? I do collabs. I just did a collab now with Foy. We did the drag makeup challenge, and on her channel we did the mukbang challenge. Yes, I don't do collabs often, not for any particular reason. I guess I just haven't had conversations with many girls about doing collabs, or guys even about doing collabs together. I do intend on starting a new series on my YouTube channel as well, which is going to be really great to have collabs and stuff with other YouTubers. So but I'll let you guys in on that a little bit later. Let's see, how do you dye your blonde wigs? I don't dye my wigs, honey. These go straight to my hairdresser, the girl I was telling you about, or they come to me like this. This came to me like this, and all I did was cut it into a bob. They are the ones who had it the color, and then my hairdresser cut it into a bob for me. Dream destination or vacation? Dream destination, I have so many, guys. But let's say dream, I think is Maldives. And I want to reserve that for my honeymoon. Yeah. So my other dreams are like Marrakesh, in Morocco, south of France. I want to go to Saint-Tropez, Monaco, but I'm trying to do that for a 30th birthday. Those are the only places I can think of right now. And then obviously like the typical ones, Bahamas, Bora Bora, Fiji is one. I haven't been to Bali. I want to go back to France. I want to go back to Switzerland. I want to go back to Germany for the Christmas markets. I want to have a white Christmas one day. Like, I have so many things on my bucket list, but my travel destinations for this year, touch wood, I don't want to talk about them because I don't want to jinx myself. So yeah, but we'll see. Where can I find good bras? I'm quite busting myself. So I purchased my bras from Woolworths. Yeah. And I look at the Distraction line, which is the one that Benang is the face of. Yeah, there's sexy bras there, and they really do a good job at holding the sisters up. They go up to a size. Really good, really sexy bras. I also get asked about strapless bras when I wear like off the shoulder things like this. I tend to wear a normal like tubey boob tube bra that's like in an extra small, so that because it's stretchy, so it stretches around your body and it holds everything up together as well. So that's also a question I get asked a lot. If you weren't blogging, what would you be doing as a career, and also how lucrative is blogging and YouTube? If I wasn't blogging, I think I have an obsession with I think I'd be a psychologist. And I really like criminology, so I really like, I don't know if it's weird, but let me not say I have a fascination, or I am intrigued by like understanding the mind of like a serial killer, like what makes them do these things, and like, you know, so just like in that aspect, like interviewing like these like guys or like these people who are like twisted. And I like murder mystery kind of stuff, so I don't know if like I would be like in criminology. Yeah, but I tried to do philosophy and I failed. So I don't think I'm smart enough to be a psychologist. Other than that, yes, I think I'll still be in the beauty space and editor of something, have my own magazine, you know, be a beauty editor. Why do you still live with your parents? Not that it's a bad thing. So I unintentionally stayed living at home, and then by the time I turned 25, I was just like, why am I even gonna leave? Because that's when I went full-time with blogging, and I definitely didn't have the capacity to leave because I had only been here for like a year, and I've been here for a year, by that I mean that's when I finished all of my studies. That's after when I came back from London. from doing my postgrad there. Then I was here for a year. So when I came back, I was 24 and I had been working here for a year, and that was an internship. I wasn't making anywhere near where I needed to be making for me to get a place. And let's also talk about the fact that the kind of place that I want to stay in, expectations I have for myself, like the kind of places that I like and the kind of places that I want to stay in are not on an internship salary. You know what I'm saying? They're not on a freelancer salary. So I was just like, you know what, like there's no need in rushing it. Like, let me just hustle, let me see where this takes me, this blogging takes me, and see what happens. However, when you ask me, is it lucrative, I'm like, no, I don't feel comfortable to go and put down deposit on a house. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely don't think at my age now, or even at 25 or 26 now, I just turned 27, I just don't think it makes sense for me to leave my parents' house to rent when I'm in a very committed relationship. I have a long-term boyfriend, and we have made plans for the future, and it would be dumb for me to go waste money renting when there are bigger things ahead for the both of us in the short term. So right now I'm being old school in a sense, unintentionally so. I mean, I'm not against moving in with your boyfriend and stuff before you're married, but my mom is very old school, and even if I were to move in with my man now before I'm married, that's not going to go down well with her. So there's no point, so I can't do that. I don't see a use in me renting a place on my own, because if I were to rent a place on my own, we both know I'm not going to be there half of the time, so that's money going down the drain. Now if I go with my man, I'm asking to be disowned, because my mother is highly against that about living with a man before you're married, so that's not an option. So considering how serious we are and the long-term nature of our relationship and our future plans, it just doesn't make sense for me to even leave the house until I am married and we are together, or even engaged, I think, and we are together. Then I think that's fine. I don't mind being engaged and then going to the courthouse and getting a marriage, just getting quickly married in the court, and so that we can live together and stuff, and then we can plan our big wedding later. I don't mind that at all, but we just have to be married for me to move out the house. So that's where I'm at. It started off unintentional, but now, yes, there is a reason and purpose behind it. And I also feel like it'll be, when I do move out, it's to buy. We want to buy, we don't want to rent. So that's also what we're working towards together as well. So yeah, that's the reason why. I used to feel really self-conscious about it and stuff before, but I spoke to friends about it, and I spoke to my mom about it, and obviously she's gonna say, my mom never wants me to leave. Even if I am married, she'll be like, can't you be married and just continue staying here? Obviously not. But you know, speaking to people who are close to me and hearing their opinions, they're like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, having property now at our age, in this day and age, is such a huge deal that you just have to take time and be very sure of where you want to stay and the property you want to really invest in. And I'm all about buying as well. So yeah, that's why I'm still at home. And I mean, I have my space, I have my freedom, I have my responsibilities, I help around the house, I'm not a freeloader, I'm not leeching off my parents. Like, everything that is in this office is mine. Like, I have invested my own money and my own resources into building, you know, my brand and myself and my equipment and my, you know, everything that I've, you know, so yeah, so that's why. What is the first luxury item and how much was it? My first luxury item was my Gucci bag. Yes, I did have a Michael Kors bag before, which I still do have, but my first luxury item that I purchased was my Gucci Marmont. When are you doing braids? I've been waiting ever since 2017. Did I do braids in 2017? I don't even think I did braids in 2017. Oh guys, I really want to do it, and every time I get close to doing braids, I think about the hours I'll spend sitting in that chair, because I have a big head. I have a big head. It's gonna take a long time to do braids on me. So until someone wants to come to my house to do braids where I can take breaks, I'm on my computer, I can work at the same time, but I'm not going to any salon and doing braids there. What would you say to your 21-year-old self? Leave that stupid ass man, he ain't shit. Because I was in the most toxic relationship at 21. Focus on your schoolwork. Like, I was so distracted, like I couldn't even concentrate on, I was at UCT at the time, I was so distracted. I didn't have my head on straight. I was focusing on this toxic relationship that was going nowhere slowly. You have to go through those things to really learn from your mistakes. So yeah, but that's what I would say to 21 years old, and so that you can start your career and start your life. No question, but I love you so much and I appreciate your content. You can honestly tell by the quality that, oh shit, I can't finish your sentence because this is a screenshot. Thank you. Besides brushing every day, of course, how do you keep your teeth so white? That would be a good check if I had no good time to check from Lipsticon. I do brush my teeth every day and I use Listerine mouthwash like every other person. I have an electric toothbrush that I use. I don't think that's the point because I have had these white teeth compliments before I changed to an electric toothbrush. But it might be the toothpaste because I use Aquafresh bright whitening toothpaste. But I don't visit the dentist that often, maybe like twice a year or once a year. So I can't even say it's my dentist. I've never had teeth whitening done before, like professionally. I have had like a teeth whitening kit, but I did that like once. But anyway, thank you guys for the compliments because I do get comments about my teeth quite a lot. But I wish I could get braces. I do want to get braces for my top teeth because I don't like the gaps that I have. But yeah, are you ever insecure about your curves? Obviously, definitely, I'm human and I get insecure sometimes. I do want to be a little bit more healthy this year because I think you know, when relationship weight gain is a serious thing. I've never been skinny, I've never been, you know, flat stomached or anything like that. But you can still gain unnecessary weight when you're in a relationship. You get comfortable if a man is gaining weight. So we are like, so this year we want to sign up to a gym. We want to do like more sporty things together. So that's insecurities are normal and I do have them once in a while, but you know what, at the end of the day I'm just like, wear the dress. Are you happy with where you are career-wise, or do you feel like there's still more you're yet to achieve? I'm nowhere near happy, babes. You don't see me in Bora Bora every 2 months. Like so until I get to the point, I won't stop. And yes, I don't feel like I've achieved what I want to achieve. There's no way. But I think everyone is like that. Even if maybe it looks like to other people like I'm thriving or whatever, deep down I'm just like I'm not where I want to be, you know. So would you move to another country? If so, where? This is what me and my man were discussing the other day. Was it my man or was it my friend? Like, I don't know where I would want to move to. Like, I don't know if I want to settle down in Cape Town and have a family here, or go to Canada or the States or wherever it is to raise a family there. If I were to stay in South Africa, I could only stay in Cape Town. I'm not going anywhere else. It would have to be Cape Town. Anywhere else in the world, I would like to be in a situation where, okay, if I do stay in Cape Town for all my life, then I have properties like a penthouse in New York where I can go for like Christmas, and a house in Saint-Tropez, a villa in Saint-Tropez where I can go for the Monaco Grand Prix, you know, just regular things. What is your top favorite foundation? Mine is NARS All Day Luminous. Mine is NARS All Day Luminous, just like you, babe. That's my top foundation of all foundations, to beat all foundations. Next is Estee Lauder Double Wear, and then Le Mer, and then we go down the ladder. But those three, those are my faves. A good place to shop for jeans for us big booty, thick thigh girls. Oh, I shop from Fashion Nova, guys. Like, I just order my jeans from Fashion Nova. I know they fit, I know they have stretch, and that's what I do. And yes, it's a mission to get them here. It can take some time. You pay customs, but you know what? The jeans are like $24 or $32, so I don't mind spending that money on customs to get them here because I just like the quality and I like the way they feel and their body and the way they feel on me. I'm gonna try Good American jeans as well because I think they go plus size as well, so I'm gonna try those. I think I should go on the website today actually. Okay, if you could only own one eyeshadow palette, which one would it be? I haven't been able to put down the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. It's a palette that I didn't think I would like. I got it only because I saw another blogger in Canada using it and her ranting, raving about it, and the look that she created with it. I was like, oh, I think I need this. And then I didn't expect to really like it, so right now it's probably that one, ABH Soft Glam. I think you're honestly such a breath of fresh air, so humble and genuine. Keep at it, babes. Thank you so much. Answered. All of these questions are about brand followings. How do you get a brand to follow, how to work with you, and career outside of social media. Common question. How is it that you slay your every makeup tutorial? Hey, I don't always believe that. Hey, sometimes I watch things back and I'm like, should I be uploading this? And I'm like, no, these guys need a video tonight, so I cannot. Hi gorgeous, when are you announcing the Dove competition winner? You know what, I contacted the winner directly to tell her that she won, and she has not responded to me. So I am going to tomorrow pick another winner, because I think I've given this person enough time, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks, to get back to me with her information, and she hasn't. So I'm gonna pick another one tomorrow because I've been waiting for the winner. I DM'd the winner, she didn't reach back out to me, so I'm gonna pick another winner tomorrow. Which designer bag would you recommend for a first-time buyer? I can't really specify which one, but I would say look for something that is classic, that's timeless, that you'll be wearing 5-10 years from now to actually get the money out of it. Look for something that can go with the majority of your wardrobe. You don't want to get something that is like holographic pink that goes with nothing in your cupboard. What lifestyle do you lead? Because if you are someone who is long nail gang, you know, acrylic nail gang, or you are careless with your things, you're always bumping into walls, and our house has got brick walls, it's face brick even on some walls on the inside of the house. So walking up the stairs from the garage, your bag can easily scrape against the wall, and if you're dealing with a bag with very sensitive leather, you're gonna scream. And I had a scuff mark on that bag first day I wore it. I had a scuff mark because of my nails. That's when I was like, I cannot have long nails with this bag because it's too much anxiety. So think about the material of the bag. So think of a bag which has canvas on it, like a Louis Never Full. Even the Alma PM that I have, or the Alma BB, is cute, it's classy. Don't get something that's too trendy, because you're not going to be able to wear it 6 months from now, you know what I'm saying? So really think about that, think about what you need and what you don't need, and what you'll get the most value out of as well. Can we get a review video on your latest Gucci bag purchase? Love your content. If you guys really want to see that, I will. I just feel like, I don't know if people are still into in my bag videos. I think they're a bit dated, very old school. But if you guys want me to do a review of the bag, I can. I don't really know about reviewing designer items anymore, because these designer guys don't need any more publicity. But if it's purely for the purpose of you guys wanting to know, you know, how I got about purchasing it, or why I chose it, or what I like about the bag, then I can definitely do that. Yes, give me more of an indication if you really want to see that, then I can definitely do that video for you. I'm currently vlogging, so maybe I can include it in this vlog, so that as part of a vlog as opposed to me doing one whole video about this bag. So let me know if you want one whole video about the bag, or if you're okay with it just being in a vlog. Do you use an agent to book your international trips? No. If it's a holiday that I'm doing by myself, I book it myself. Yeah, so with, oh shit, in this video, 30 minutes. Okay guys, so that's it for the Q&A. Thank you so much for sending in your questions. I think this was quite fun, and I liked all of your questions. They weren't too bad. Yeah, thank you so much. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know down below how you want me to do that Gucci bag review, a full video on it, or just include it inside a vlog, which I'm currently filming now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.